Good evening, everyone. It's Anthony, Wall Street Trader, 8:38 p.m., May 2nd, 2021. NuCypher. Let's go straight into the disclaimer. This isn't financial advice. Please follow up with your financial advisor for any kind of questions or whatnot before you make any decisions, as well as do your own due diligence. This video is purely for educational purposes, outlining my personal opinions as well as any potential entry and exit points, and to talk about what I've actually done with respect to NuCypher's investment. Twitter and Reddit below. Please follow Twitter. It's at the bottom of the video in case you want to find any intraday updates between the two videos I put out every day. Anyway, let's go forward. My NuCypher allocation, 70% of my NuCypher allocation is invested in a dollar cost average basis across these 4 price points, 39, 41, 57, and 51. 30% still in cash, waiting for the moment. I mean, hopefully it's not Godot, but I fully expect that we're gonna get an opportunity soon here. Now, right to the markets we go. So NuCypher US dollar actually looking fairly healthy right now. I'm starting to think that we might have a little bit of a bull run here. If you're invested, I feel a little more confident than I did earlier today. And let's go through the reasons why. First and foremost, this is a long-term trend for going back from October when this thing launched. We don't have all the price action in this chart, but when it launched, we kind of went all the way up through this green channel. Then an intermediate channel here in red shows a downtrend. Now we're kind of at a potential crossroads, maybe an inflection point where we would cycle higher. Now, looking at this chart, if you look at the yellow lines represent this short-term pennant-like formation where we've been respecting it all day. I mean, this is actually pretty phenomenal. As you can see here, it kind of was like a little resistance and then support, support again, support again, support all the way through. In fact, as soon as we hit this resistance line, this top yellow resistance line, over here, we actually popped up. I mean, it was almost like someone was getting very excited at that point. Well, needless to say, we're still over that support line, and that's a good sign for all of us. We don't want it to go below. If you have money in NuCypher, you want it to go above. So I feel very confident about, where it is right now, and thinking it might actually possibly, if it can make a bull run at this red resistance area, we could pop straight through it, and if we can sustain over this red line, we'd be in great shape. And it has to be a sustained over the red line. This was we popped through the red line before, but it was short-lived. It was like less than a couple of hours, and it was done. Right? We need a proper full day. We need to see a rounded out action up at the top, potentially even way further up. We need to see something like that. So let's keep our eye on this. I don't see. If I was a betting man right now, I would say we'd be going higher. Just because I feel like we've been consolidating here. Consolidation in general, whether you're in the stock market or the commodities market or even the bond market, in the liquid markets, or in cryptos like here, consolidation means you're not seeing a lot of volatility. It's kind of staying in one place. Look at this. This is like, you're not making money doing day trading in NuCypher lately, right? This is the kind of thing that when you see something like this, where we have tightening bands of price action, it's actually a good sign that maybe there's some consolidation. Someone's probably buying very slowly through time and accumulating. So interesting point. Let's go to the NuCypher Bitcoin chart, which is one of my favorite ones. We're at 880 right now. Not particularly 900, but still close enough to not get me like concerned and running for the hills. If you look, so again, we've had plenty of anecdotal references where we are supportive of a 900 or in and around about 900 on the NuCypher Bitcoin chart. Let's take a deeper dive look on this short-term pennant action here. Again, very similar to the other thing. Looks like we're really tight on support. We need to bust over. First of all, we need to bust over the 900. But we need to, more importantly, stay over this bottom line of support. And this is, you know, I mean, we're talking like we're probably less than a few hours of resolving this pattern one way or the other. So we'll see how this goes. Now, if we move into the, let's just go to the Bitcoin chart real quick. Excuse me. On Bitcoin, like I mentioned, we are definitely looking like this Batman inverted head and shoulders pattern. And I honestly think that we might actually be, you know, if we're going to complete this pattern, we're going to have to make a bust up fast. Right now we're at the final shoulder, right, which is right here. So we need to kind of get up to at least here, and then we'd know that we're done. Up here is around 60,000. Look, we've already within today alone, and I said this in my earlier video, which was earlier in the day. We said that, I think I had the video around here. I said we felt pretty bullish about Bitcoin. And look where it is now. It's already up 1,000 points. I expect it potentially to continue being slightly on the bullish side for at least the remainder of the day. Nothing certain here, but again, I think it's a fairly bullish pattern here, and you know, we just have to wait it out and see. But again, if you're invested in NuCypher right now, I would have to say I'd feel pretty comfortable, not 100%. I'm still probably 55-45 on this, but keep your eye on this. Subscribe to Twitter again at the bottom of this video, which is right this link here, and you'll make sure that you guys get updated. I'll be looking at this very closely for the next few hours, and I'll be tweeting out on that line. But again, you know, it's good stuff here. I'm very excited, more so about the product. And there's a bunch of calendar dates coming up. If you go to the Twitter feed, you'll see those those events coming up in terms of NuCypher and Keanu, which is Keep and NuCypher are joining, sort of like a merger, but not exactly. But kind of making sure that they're bigger, you know, more stronger company that most other, there's hardly any encryption companies out there. These two together would pretty much dominate the entire crypto market when it comes to encryption. NuCypher by itself, you know, hands down, my view, would already dominate, but their partnership with Keep, which is their partner in crime for this Keanu merger, would also contribute to this to the broader effect of this merger. So again, the Twitter feed would show you what the dates are and what to look out for, and I'll be out and definitely give you guys an update in the morning and throughout the night through Twitter. Take care.